I mean, what do you think? 8 engines, huh? We should get 10. Or upgrade and get the Mark 3s if there are Mark 3s. This planet was devastated by war, blah, blah, blah. Same thing. Let's take a look. Cool. Got some more aluminum for that. All right. And that seems to be it. Unless I want to go this way, which I can go that way much easier just by using the wormhole gateway. So I think we'll go back. Yeah, we'll go to this flinger instead. Okay, so I actually expected this flinger. Oh, hang on. Zooming me back. I actually expected this flinger to send me this way, but it didn't. It sent me this way. Okay, so we have something else going on over here, and there's actually plenty of things to search over here. The first being this desert planet in front of us, I suppose. Maybe we'll start with Rocky and work our way over. Well, we don't really need to start anywhere, right? We can just scan these things. No anomalies there. We'll just go ahead and turn ourselves around, scan this planet. And we can deploy a team to this one just to see what's going on in there. Same exact thing. Planet devastated by war, all that stuff. Observation skills are really good, so we end up getting aluminum for it. Off we go. And we'll head down to this area here just to see if there's anything different about this. I don't see any additional flingers or anything through here, though. So I feel like we're eventually going to get to the point where... I want to anyway get to the point where we're like an uncharted space, right, where there's no flingers or anything, but then you run into totally new races of enemies that maybe haven't, I don't know, like ventured. Star Trek kind of stuff, right? The lander is only able to penetrate the lower mesosphere of the gas giant due to the extreme atmospheric conditions, where they encounter a pod of gaseous squid-like creatures who communicate using subtle colored wisps of fog, like those produced by the fog machine. Even with the device, the universal translator's output is a confusing jumble. The 3-in-1 traders ask of the 8 eyes of the 8 faces, deep in the shadow of the burning moon. Again, the traders asks. Again, they say deep in the shadow of the burning moon, very deep. In anger, the trader brings the sun too close. All burn but us. Sadness. That sounds like a reference to the fog, right? They were like over there and then the fog killed everybody except them, maybe? There's some confused metaphor in the translation, but my best guess is that someone was trying to extract information from them and attacked when they failed to understand deep in the shadow of the burning moon. All right, maybe that wasn't what happened then, but I'm just talking, man. Is this the first primordial planet we've seen? This is P1, like primordial P1. I don't think we've seen that yet, so it might be the first. Oh, look, there's more people here. Look, we get to fight again. Isn't that great? Are you guys happy? Here they come. Interceptors. It's really the destroyer, though. They're going to be very easy to kill. They always are. Use the big shots on the big guy. Yep. Go ahead and target that one, please. There we go. And the big guy's going down. You know, having this much energy, plus the generation, I mean, we're just never going to run out of energy, right? I need to add more stuff to my ship so we can actually use this battery stuff. And heck, you know, adding... maybe I can use that space, use the hexes for something else, right? I just need to fill in the gap, the space. What I was hoping for, though, and perhaps this won't happen. Oh, am I in there? Let's see if I can get into the flinger. Come on, get in there. Yeah, there it is. We're going to eventually have those lasers, right? So what I was thinking is the lasers would recharge off our batteries, so we would want to have a lot of batteries. It's kind of where my brain was on that. And so I have the 380, but the other place where my brain was you know, I can afford to add batteries. I can't afford to add the reactors, but now I can kind of afford everything. So what do I do? No, I don't know. We're gonna have to go here and then make our way over because there's no flingers between these systems. So we'll have to go here and then fling ourselves into this area so we can investigate that. So that's the next thing to do. And got some other people coming in, but those are a faction that love us, right? Nay, I would almost say they worship us. Okay. We're heading out that way. I'll see you guys in a second. What's going on with this? Hang on. Is it just the way the light is, or? It's like there was like a little flicker going on. Oh, while reviewing our ship log, I had thought, remember those strange gas giant creatures? They mentioned something about the shadow of the burning moon. Yep, we just had that. Of course I remember. They said that something that translated to the shadow of the burning moon. They said something that translated to this. There was a planetoid close by with high geologic activity. I bet they were referencing that. Yeah, because like there's a moon there, right? Burning moon? Yeah. No, in any case, we're going into the flinger now, and then we'll be over here soon. Okay, we've arrived. And so have our friends, the Brogadar friends. There are 3 of them now. Okay, well, hey, I mean, we are... Yeah, you may not have protection from us at any price now. Fair enough. Let's go. That seems fair. I got it. We're good. Let's focus 1 down at a time. There you go. 2 down. Oh, big explosions. Yay. You may not have any mercy from me at any price. Yes. There we go. The Brogadar are no more. All done. Go ahead and scan this. We got a bunch of neutronium out of those guys. Feels pretty good. We're up to 4 more. I can have more bulkheads if I want to. Not that I need them. Not right now, anyway. I just have the space reserved for other things later, other equipment later. The team lands in a small clearing on the edge of a vast forest that spans much of the planet's temperate region. Biosignatures are so strong and diverse that not immediately clear what tripped the anomaly detection algorithm. The signal was quite strong. Once again, Ray is going to go down and attempt to figure it out and roll a really low number like she has the last 3 times we did this. Oh! Reverse psychology worked this time. Okay. After several hours, Ensign Rhea pauses amid a grove of berry-covered bushes. They look identical to countless other bushes the team has passed by already. Oh, great, cool, we get research for that. They seem quite excited by the discovery, but are uncharacteristically coy about its scientific significance, right? Green berries. And are we gonna find anything out about the berries? Okay, wonderful. I hope that this was what was going on when I saw the sensor readings. A sort of brood parasitism of the floral kingdom. There are actually 2 different berries in the cluster. One has evolved the ability to very closely mimic the appearance, texture, and scent of any nearby seed plant. This gives it the ability to appeal to the fauna of any environment. Oh good, we can at least research the berries that look like other berries tech. Right? I really didn't think we'd get anything out of the berries, but I'm, all right, we did. Crew gained 1 XP for finding berry bushes way out in space. Okay. We'll go over this way. Let's just get this one first. It's really close. They're both pretty close, but whatever. This one I can see. And nothing there. Head out this way. And there we go. No anomalies. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna go off to this star then. And then after that, I think, after that, I'm gonna go check out what this is. Right here, this thing. I wanna go check out what that is. I don't know if it's endgame content from the glitch, but I'm gonna find out. Because this is my last video recording today, and I wanna find out what that is. Also, when we found the sun lance thing, right? The star lance. When we found that, that was added to the main menu of the game. And so I haven't had to reload yet. This is, you know, I'm recording this the same as the other videos, but I suspect that if we did spoil something, it would be in the main menu of the game now. So I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to encounter it in the main menu of the game. I'd like to, to encounter it here first instead of looking at it and then going, oh, that unavoidable menu that I have to look at in order to load. Yeah. The anomaly turns out to be some unusually high bauxite deposits embedded in the exposed cliff face. The Landers refiner is able to extract a modest amount of aluminum. Okay, cool. There was another ship in the area. Second Legion escorts. Second Legion, you are in Trade Guild space without a proper clearance transponder. Identify yourself or be destroyed. All right. Hello, Emir Cornet. I am Commander Pryor of Fedora. I do not know why I'm talking this way to you. We are representatives of Starcom. I have no orders pertaining to a Starcom or Commander Pryor. Obtain a clearance code from the Guildmaster of Vaporized. Aren't you Emir? We've met you before. And I know many idiots, but that does not mean I know you. We are Emir of the 2nd Imperial Legion, now hires of the Guild. Only the Guild may approve your presence in this space. Where can we find this Guild? They hired us to provide security for this region. We are not paid to shepherd business referrals. We will obtain clearance as quickly as possible. Do so promptly. We will monitor your movements closely. Do not attempt any landings. Also, make no attempts at processizing. Okay. So don't attempt any landings. Hi there. Our little friend here is... Wow, he's going really slow compared to usual. Hey, little buddy. I feel like Dory with the little speck that she sees. Huh? Yeah, following the little speck. Well, they don't want me to land, and I'm supposed to get clearance. However, there is a wormhole gateway here, so we can come back later. There's also a flinger here, so perhaps we go to the flinger. Let's try that. Maybe if we get out of here through the flinger, we'll find the Trade Guild. Let's take a look. Okay, other side of the flinger. And let's see, we got some more ships over on this side. 2nd Legion escorts, yep. And who are you? That's a fancy ship. Ah, it's a Trade Guilder. Check it out.
Greetings, alien being. I am Master of the Imperial Trade Guild. Whom do you represent?
I am Commander Pryor of Starcom. We are peaceful explorers seeking information to trade.
The Guild requires craft not associated with a member state to purchase a transponder code to conduct commerce in this region. The price of a code for a single vessel is 10 iridium.
10 iridium is expensive. What if we don't purchase a code?
Attempts to conduct commerce or landings in any world in this region are forbidden. Our Emir Legion security will enforce compliance.
Huh. Okay, we'll purchase a code.
Excellent. It is always a pleasure to gain a new trade partner. You are now permitted to freely travel within this zone and conduct peaceful commerce.
All right, I have many questions.
We have many answers. All information is valuable, and most information has a price.
Aha. Well, you call it the Imperial Trade Guild. Were they under the impression that the Empire is no longer existing?
Indeed, for a long time. But our charter has no clause to be revoked except by the Imperial Council. Since the fall, we have been forced to restrict our area of operations to a region where we can operate safely.
So just over here then, okay? We're interested in information about the Devout or information about the Emir. I think about the Devout would be good, but I'm not sure it's worth the iridium, but I guess if I can get rid of them completely, then okay. Maybe. We can find more information about them and history and stuff. So I'm going to buy that.
An evolution of a religious movement that began during the late Empire period, who believed the remnants were divine entities who would reveal a secret paradise. This new, more aggressive sect wishes to take a more proactive approach to revealing the paradise. And as such, they've begun aggressively seeking out particular artifacts related to the remnant jewels. In recent years, they have become more aggressive with their outreach. To curtail their conversion of our trade regions, we have been forced to charge increasingly dearly for transit codes.
Why do you sell them at all?
It is demanded by our charter. We must sell access to our trade region to any faction that has not instigated hostilities against another guild member. The devout may be wrong in their beliefs, but they are not fools. Is there anything else?
Sure, tell me about the Emir, why not?
The Emir were formerly the regional enforcers of the Empire. Since its fall, they have divided into mercenary factions. The Emir in our employ were formerly of the 2nd Imperial Legion. For security purposes, we cannot divulge details on their contract. Other Emir factions can be found in the employ of those with lesser means. With respect, their capabilities are somewhat less formidable. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I want to trade with this guy.
Of course, it is our primary purpose, after all. Your charter grants us an exclusive right to buy artifacts as well, if you have any you no longer have use for.
Okay, I can sell them artifacts. That is sick. They deal in iridium, and I can sell them artifacts. Things I've already analyzed, no doubt, would not probably be very useful to me anymore. I was going to say that slider's very weird. I have to go up to go down. I've analyzed all of these. I wonder, is there a reason why I wouldn't want to do this? Just sell them all of them. You know? If they're already analyzed. Look at this. I mean, they got a decent price on aluminum too, in exchange for the iridium. I think instead of thinking about the exchange rates in terms of, how much aluminum, when we were doing that trade earlier with the silver and how it compares to yttrium and all that. I think really just going by percentages might just be the way to do it, right? It's not as complicated as how many silver is yttrium worth and then how that relates to aluminum. It's really just boils down to percentage, I would think, over the base price in that sense. And so having a discount on buying aluminum, it's a discount, whether it's with iridium or with anything else, it's at this much discount. And I think that's one way to look at it. That being said, I can buy at only a 9% markup some of these quantum crystals. They'll allow me to get some of my lasers, which seems really nice. I don't have a lot of iridium. That gets me 1 laser, and that gets me 2. So, perhaps we can sell some of these artifacts, like the blue glyph spheres. But what if I need all of them? That's my big thing. There's a blue sphere, and there's a green sphere, and there's a red sphere, and a yellow sphere, and an iridescent globe, and an orange glyph sphere. What if I need all of these glyph spheres? Let's say we find another pyramid or something, right? And it's look, there's 6 recessed holes that look like spheres would fit in them. And it's oh, well, I had 6 spheres, but I sold them each for 1 iridium, right? I don't want to sell them. I'm just what if I need this? But I think some of these things we don't need, right? It's some of them I feel we probably don't need. And that's technology related to weapons and stuff that we've already analyzed. That kind of stuff. We probably don't need a Raider coil device, for example. So we can probably sell that. And now I can execute this trade to get what I need. Oh, maybe I have to reset. I need 8. Yeah. So now I can have 8 of these things. And just like that, I can now go and pop my lasers in place where 2 of my plasma stuff is, right? A plasma rifle analyzed. We can sell that. That kind of stuff I think is probably fine. But the random stuff that you wouldn't think has any value, these random spheres that just keep appearing over and over again, An iridescent globe. What if I need this? I don't know. Missile engine, probably not needed as much, but I don't know. I don't know. So if you know that, I'm okay with you telling me that. But maybe that's part of the whole blind experience and not getting spoilers is like you don't know and there's consequences for not knowing, right? Maybe we should just let it happen. Maybe we should just say, oh, whatever. The Brogadar chest, I gotta believe these are not gonna be that valuable to me in the future. So I'm gonna take and sell those chests. I just don't see why I would need them. And then there's other things like this brass joint. I can buy it for 97. Why is this valuable? Right? A remnant scroll for 54. Why is that valuable? I don't know, but I want them now, right? So things to look at, but at least that gives me the resources I need to get my lasers. At least the 2 lasers that I'm looking to get. And maybe that I can use the energy in all these, you know, the batteries that I have, this excessive energy now. I can have the lasers recharging off of that pretty easily, I would think. So now I'm going to scan all the planets in this Trade Guild space area. And I'll see if there's anything I can land on all these now. I have permission to land, and I'm hoping that they would be conducting their base of operations, you know, near other people. So there should be people to see, I would have hoped anyway. There's something relaxing about exploring these ruins. I feel like I'm walking through Thomas Cole's Course of Empire. Another world of the fallen empire. There are no obvious signs of conflict or looting, but the structures are empty and of technology and resources, just miles of dusty corridors and chambers. Did he teach Xeno at the academy? I think I took that course my first year. Oh, you had to read that book, did you? Was it required reading? Okay. Okay, Rocky R1's got some stuff here too. Let's go see what's up on here. Scanners initially detected this as a damaged transport vessel. Upon closer inspection, the craft is much simpler, lacking life support, armaments, or really much beyond the absolute minimum to fly with an autopilot. It sustained moderate plasma damage to its engines, after which it must have automatically executed a controlled landing. Within the craft is a transmitter. Examining its buffer, Ensign Gleese notes that it was designed to broadcast a random collection of pre-recorded messages referring to an evacuation and vague rendezvous. Tactical Insight says that she suspects that this craft was a decoy intended to confuse an adversary from the main evacuation ship or ships. Aluminum and silver, though. I do like my aluminum and silver. Did we find... Yeah, there was another flinger over here. I see that. So let's go to the other flinger before we go back. The initial system where we first met the Emir and they're like, you can't land here. There are obviously some stuff there that I can scan and potentially land on as well. So, you know, we'll look at that. And fling me. Let's see where we're going. I like the look of this ship. It's a little wonky right here in these areas, but I don't know, it gives it some character. All right. So I don't have any enemies. There's more Emir over here. This is, yeah, just more Second Legion. We'll all be safe in this area. Peaceful commerce and all that, right? So now that we have all these weapons, we won't have to use them. That's the way it should be. See a ship as mighty as ours. You just want to leave it alone. It's a deterrent, you know? To have a really gigantic ship. Nobody wants to fight you, so then you don't have to use your weapons because you just have such an uncertain... That's the American way right there, right? That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. It's worked out pretty well so far. It's a movie quote, by the way, not my opinion on our wartime ethics. Okay. Just for the people in the comments that'll try to cancel me because I said I love that America's a warmonger or something. Okay. Here we go. All right, there, unscanned. Come on, give me something. There we go. Something in this system's got to be worth it. An old freighter sits in a former lava plain. Technologically, the ship is unremarkable, using a slow reaction drive. Sheesh, noobs. The one distinctive and interesting feature is that it has been retrofitted with an unusual control system that Ensign Reyes speculates is an interface, allowing a single pilot to control all systems via a contact-free neural link. The only way to verify the hypothesis, however, would be to actually enter the apparatus and power up the systems, which has obvious risks. Right, well, I don't have any bonus. It looks like it's quite difficult. We can return to the ship for now and then come back. I like that idea because I don't want to mess it up. So this is a survey incomplete. We can come back to this when we have at least a little bit of a bonus, because that looks like it's going to be quite difficult. So I will go in and do the thing where I'm going to say, get more biomed and come back for neural link adventures. There we go. Done. So we'll come back here later on when it's a little bit safer, because that's like 50-50 odds. And I want to see that ship power up. I don't want to fail it. I'm not really worried about her dying or anything. Like, that's not something the game's really going to do from one event like that. What I'm worried about, though, is that we fail and then something breaks or whatever, and then we can't see it succeed. So I want to have a better chance of seeing it succeed later. So we'll come back over there when we have just a little bit more biomed. Okay, so Rocky R2's got something. Let's check it out. The surface of this part of the planet is marked with irregular granite intrusions. These sometimes mark ore deposits. All right, we can attempt an extraction. Does look like it's quite complicated, but we got a good roll. The lander's sensors detect an unusually rich vein of copper beneath the low ridge, and we get 76 copper out of it. Cool, cool, cool. We can sell it to the people who take copper as currency, which I haven't seen them in a while, so I think I've forgotten where they are. There are packets of uranium beneath this planet's surface that periodically can sustain runaway fission reactions. Unfortunately, far too deep for us to access, but we do get some research out of it. I guess there's that. There are 2 flingers in this system as well. I'm just gonna go. Just pick the one that's closest to us right now, and we're just gonna go through the flinger and see what else. I'm okay with just, getting further and further away from this area. This is all very safe space. The Trade Guild seems to have it pretty locked down. There's Second Legion and stuff all over the place, so, if I could just find a wormhole gateway, that would be nice to have another one on this side, so I don't have to go through lots of flingers to get to one. And of course I could always then come back to these areas just a little bit faster at that point too. Ooh, a ringed planet. Oh, I love rings. Rings are my favorite. Here you go. Oh, these rings are awesome. It's my favorite part about playing Elite Dangerous and stuff, right? When you go flying all around there and you get to one that has a bunch of rings, just super beautiful. And I spend all my time mining because I love it. Another disappointingly small chunk of aluminum. Ensign Kepler wonders to no one in particular. Sorry, wanders to wonders to no one in particular whether it might be worth raising the anomaly trigger threshold. Is that properly worded here? Wonders to no one in particular? He's speaking, right? He's not just wondering, he's actually speaking. Before dismissing the idea. He's like talking to himself, right? Like, I wonder if we could, just like out loud thinking. I think that's probably what it means. All right. Last one here. This planet's mantle has a very low viscosity at its upper layers. As a result, the surface is highly unstable. Sounds like a cool place for my vacation home. This blue star is over here, but there's no flinger. And I'm feeling just curious enough to go over there and check it out. So I think we'll just go do that. Probably no flinger on that side. Probably have to take the long way back. But now that we have a faster ship, it's not that big of a deal. Look, I can go over 200 now. It feels pretty good. Void effect is actually increasing. We're up to over 220. Yeah, look at that. I want to see what it is at 100%. 100% is 233.2. There it is. Boom, 233.2. That's twice as fast as our other ship was at 100. No, not twice, but it's a lot faster. And, it's only going to get more and more faster because eventually we're going to get the tier 3 engines, if that exists. We're at 100 available research points. Okay. So we're kind of here. Not quite, but kind of. There's the star. Probably want to avoid that. And there's a guild supply depot over here. Interesting. A supply depot without the flingers going over there. Okay. Let's go ahead and activate this. Very good. And now we can come back here pretty fast if we want to. Sure. Scan that. Let's go over to this planet, and then I'm going to head back over there where the guild supply depot is, the station, next to the greenhouse planet. Oh, we can go down there. Let's do that. Solitary automated drone landing here so long ago that the landing struts have fused with the rock surface. Ensign Cygnus Lee guesses that it's probably a failsafe mode that triggered when its carrier was destroyed. It's not a particularly sophisticated, so the team scraps it for metal. Okay. Let's head out this way. We'll scan this planet, see if there's anything on it, and then I want to go check out the supply depot, maybe talk to him. Not that there's going to be anything particularly revealing to say, but... Several millennia ago, this was a planet-wide gigapolis, a monumental feat of engineering. Any records were erased long ago. Although, Lieutenant Triton notes that the civilization was clearly spacefaring and certainly had the means to leave the planet. Whoever they were extremely thorough in extracting anything of value from the planet when they departed, including whatever the foundation for the ecosystem was. Can these guys tell me something more about them?
Greetings, non-affiliated guild. Greetings, non-affiliated guild transit code holder. What did you wish to transact about? I have a guild-approved list of topics that we may discuss. Given your available funds, the guild accepts no responsibility for your welfare upon relying on this information. We only guarantee that we will not deliberately sell false information. How can I help you? Well, what else do you have? I
mean, the prices are pretty close to the same. You know, pretty close to the same. So I'm thinking maybe I'm not going to do much here. Energy cell analyzed. I probably don't need that. Fixed accelerator. Fossilized transmitters. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Missile guidance was like, we have all 3 parts of the missile, right? And we've researched how, so we know how to do it. So like, because we have all 3 parts, can't we just sell the missile thing? I'm going to sell the missile thing. All the missile parts are gone. All right. So, you know, if I needed them still, that sucks. I'll come back over here and get them maybe, but I sold them. I got iridium now. It's great. All right, good. Don't run into the station. All right. Go around it. Okay. So, yeah, they got themselves a little depot over here. I think I'll go over to the wormhole gateway, and for the end of this video, I did say I wanted to explore it because I'm gonna sign off, and I don't want the menu to I don't want the menu to spoil anything for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, and then we're gonna head over this way because I want to see what that is and whether or not it's, you know, super significant. And I'm probably if there's like a really strong enemy out this way, then well, then I'll know I'm in endgame content territory and I've made a grave error, grave mistake. So let's head this way. We've already scanned these planets. There's a terrestrial survey that's incomplete over here, but oh, the autopilot's trying to go around Wiskamuk. Hey, buddy. What do you got? Look at the discount and markup on Chirolite. Because I sold it to him. All right, I bought his Chirolite. I bought 4 Chirolite from him. And it changed the prices really dramatically with him. All right, there's nothing else there. Never mind. Okay, continue on to whatever this is. So specifically, I want to get to that. I want to know what that is. There's like a ring around a planet, but that ring is visible on the map, which is not something that the other planets necessarily show all the time. All right, they just show that there's planets there, usually. Like this last one had a ring, right? Does it show the ring? It doesn't show the ring, right? So, oh, stop. I love how the sound, I could hear the sound on the way in. I'm glad I didn't run into a giant beacon of light while I was doing this. Okay. It's another burst relay station with a message fragment in its matrix. The recoverable fragments of the message translates as Rot 173 would not have survived this long without the sand brains leaving food, and entrance is barely visible to the west. It's hard to tell what these old messages are, since there's no way to acknowledge receiving. These relays may be designed to just broadcast until their chirolite decays, which would be a very long time. Really? This relay is malfunctioning. It is designed to override its receiver telemetry when a message arrives, but failed to do so. I've noted the location where the message comes from. Oh. The relay is malfunctioning. I know. I got that, yeah. Additional malfunctions are going to happen as well, right now. Yes. Yes, additional malfunctions indeed. So this right here, evacuations. Found the relay is malfunctioning in a way that reveals the source of its transmission. Oh. Do we go down there now? I don't have time. You know, I have to go. I want to see what this is. And then we'll go to this. I want to see what this is first. So we're going to head to whatever that is where we're going. We've done a full analysis of the parasitic plague that the CXTA asked us to deliver medical supplies for. The parasites were almost certainly bred or engineered within the blue crystals we found on the planet in the Crimson Nebula. Oh, so over here. So maybe the place of their origin is in here somewhere. We should probably search around in here to see. Wow, space is big. You think? Yeah, it's very big. Yeah, there's a lot going on. We're at 233, and we got a ways to go to get there. But I think it needs to happen. I need to know why the game glitched me to this point. You know, maybe this is part of it. Maybe it's not a bug. Maybe it's just part of the mystery, you know? You have like a 1% chance to be teleported here temporarily when you go through a flinger. And then it just leaves questions in your head, and you're like, why? And then you go and investigate it. Maybe that's how the game triggers it. I think it's a silly way to do it. If that's the case, it's probably a bug. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of unanswered questions, and that could be one of them. Who knows? So we're just going to do the long way all the way down here. Desert. It's a desert planet. It's got this thing around it. All right. You guys ready for it? I know some of you guys have played this game before, obviously, and you already know what it is, but I just find it interesting that there's a ring and it appears on the map. So it must be something like, it's not just a ring. It's not a normal ring. It's got to be something else. Desert D1. That's where we're going. All right, ready? Holy what is this? Oh, it looks so good though. Ring structure. It's a ring structure around the desert planet? And it kind of looks like there's a sky over here and land over. What? Obviously, I know I can investigate, but I'm just looking at it first. This gives me so many questions. Oh, it would be so nice to put this on the thumbnail, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spoil it. But maybe I'll do like, you know, maybe I'll go like this. I'll make this the thumbnail. I'll be like right here. And you'll be like, I don't know. This doesn't tell you anything. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay. Ring structure. Wow. The builders of this artifact had some very advanced knowledge of fluid dynamics and weather patterns. Oh, you can hear the waves. It's really cool. It's just like, I love the audio in this game too. Like they've done a really good job for like this 2D game and everything to just immerse you in a scene with unique artworks and stuff, kind of for like everything for the most part. There are some repeated things, but you know, it's really cool. It's just really cool. The entire inner surface of this massive artifact is covered in an artificial tropical biome. An interconnected lattice of small islands is punctuated by shallow seas. It's clearly been rendered habitable at great effort. But apart from some simple plant life and single-celled aquatic creatures, it's uninhabited. Ensign Gleese, Engineering Insight, says the large towers are producing varying airflows. I suspect without them, the inside surface would be experiencing typhoon force winds. There could be a great deal to discover here, but the millions of square miles or square kilometers would take decades to explore. Yeah, there's a lot. That's cool. And the music comes in. It's very cool. There's a wormhole gateway down here. I'm gonna go ahead and explore these planets and stuff and activate this gateway. And that's gonna be it for today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have been enjoying Starcom. What do you think of the new ship? We can advance it a little bit further, right? We got some research to do to get there. I need 250 points to unlock just an extra 15 hexes, but overall, it's looking pretty good. I'm liking it. Okay, take it easy. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.